Yes, you are a superstar. What's up everyone, this is Akshay Seepala, and if I can do it, you can do it. How's your networking game going on? Oh, are you finding it a little difficult to make the most out of those coffee chats? I see. So are you finding it difficult to create that first best impression, or are you finding it difficult to utilize that 30 to 45 minutes of time? If your answer is yes, this video is for you. And before we get started, let's roll that intro. Yes, I do listen, and I'm all about helping people like you who hustle every single day. So thank you for reaching out to know about how you can approach those coffee chats. Alright, let's get started. So this is how I approach coffee chats. Once I get a go from someone for a coffee chat, after connecting with them like a pro, I do set aside some time to do 3 key steps. I send a thank you email along with a meeting invite, but apart from that, I do set aside some time to draft a reminder email which I can send 30 to 60 minutes prior to the meeting. This would help you create the best virtual first impression. But apart from that, it would also help the other person understand how much of an organized person you are and also how much this meeting means to you. This is the most important element that would help you stand out from the tens or even the hundreds. And I'm sure that you might have done such kind of research when you sent that connection request like a pro on LinkedIn. But try to understand even more about that person, what that person is doing now and what that person did earlier. I would suggest you to dig more deeper into his or her LinkedIn account. You can look into their bios, their work experiences, and also their recent activities to see what they've recently posted about or commented on. You can take it one step further by running a quick Google search on their full name to see all the details about them. I know it might seem like stalking, but in the past when I did it, I was able to figure out new pieces of information like portfolio websites, research work, and also community service articles which weren't posted on LinkedIn. You never know what great stories the other person has, right? Now, with all of this information, you should go and do step number 3. First, try to understand amongst all of that information, what pieces of information excites you and what pieces of information would you really like to know more from that person. And with that, you should draft around 10 to 12 questions and make sure that these questions are not just professional questions but also personal ones. Remember, you're trying to build a great relationship. And then try to see if you have similar experiences with that other person. Why? When that other person shares with you their journey and their experiences, you can definitely bring in your experiences into the conversation and let them know how you can relate to them. And by doing this, it would help you in 2 ways. Number 1, it would help you build that great strong connection as both of you share similar experiences. But apart from that, it would also help to showcase your experiences indirectly through that conversation. And once you're done preparing by mapping those similar experiences, the next and the last thing you would have to do is so that you can make the most out of the other person's provided time. In general, this is how I would go about a 30-minute coffee chat. 5 minutes for breaking the ice and talking about personal stuff. 3 minutes for setting the agenda and introducing myself, of course, as a story. And 20 minutes for asking questions and learning more from them. I also try to structure the questions based on themes like personal projects, work and company, and specific advice. This is where you showcase all the research to not just impress them and stand out from others, but also learn from targeted experiences. And make sure that you do have backup questions because some people tend to answer to the point. In the last 2 minutes, to thank them for their time and also asking them to review my resume. Most of the people are people pleasers and people generally tend to say yes when you're talking with that other person face to face or over a virtual call. So that would be the best time to ask them for a resume review rather than asking them over an email. Just FYI, this is just a structure that I have in mind and it's not something that I would enforce onto the conversation. So whenever you're having this coffee chat, don't get too carried away by the structure. Instead, enjoy the conversation that you're having. You never know, when you ask that question that you've prepared, you might get to know about another experience that excites you a lot, and that might be a conversation that would kickstart a great relationship. So once you're done with the call or meeting them in person, that's it, right? You've formed a great relationship and you would reach out to them when you need a referral. Am I right? That's absolutely wrong. And that's why you should have a look at my Networking 101 playlist, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to not miss any of my upcoming videos. Yes, networking isn't just about having that one chat and asking them for help whenever needed. It's about building and nurturing a strong relationship. So does this mean that you have to be in touch even after the coffee chat? Yes, that is how you would build great relationships. Also, there is one thing that you can do to stand out even from those 10 people who coffee chat in the same way. So generally, after a coffee chat, one would send out a thank you email, right? So instead of sending a regular thank you email, you can stand out by sending a thank you email which has your key learnings that you took away from that conversation. This would help that other person know how much of interest that you paid to the conversation, but also it showcases that you're a quick learner. And just saying, don't forget to slide in that resume for a professional review. That feedback is definitely worth it. And I'm sure if you prepare for coffee chats in this way, you would definitely see great results and also form great relationships. That's all that I had for this one. I'll see you in the next one. But until then, be kind, stay humble, and keep hustling. Thank you for watching.